the direct selling industry adds hugely to economic activity. It is a major driver of India's growth, and that it provides the economic impetus to more than anything else. And the key challenge for India is really about growth with jobs. So if you are not able to create jobs, then we'll be in deep problems. And therefore, jobs are very, very critical. And we need to grow at 9 to 10% per annum for 3 decades or more to be able to create jobs for a very young population. We are passing through a window of demographic transition which rarely happens in history. Our population is very young. You know, the biggest social and economic transition that is taking place across the world is the fact that the population in Europe and America is getting older and older. The population in India is getting younger and younger, and it will keep getting younger till 2040. And therefore, if you have to reap this advantage, it can be a huge nightmare as well if you are not able to create jobs. So if you have to create jobs, there are only 2 ways. One is to push manufacturing in a very big way, and the other is to push direct selling. So that many of you create jobs. You should also be able to do, right now many of you don't do manufacturing in India. Amway has started doing manufacturing in India, I know. So my compliments to, they've set up a big plant in South India. I have not seen it, but I've seen photographs of it, so I appreciate what Amway has done. But each one of the companies must start doing manufacturing in India. If you're going to sell, while we have brought systems, we've brought discipline, we've brought guidelines, we've done this, we drafted this long time back. It took Ministry of Consumer Affairs some time, but they finally issued those guidelines. So there's now everybody in government accepts that there are Government of India guidelines, clear guidelines. How you people are an integral part of now, that has given respectability. Earlier, you people were, many states, Kerala, West Bengal, many of you were seen as people who were doing chit funds. You are not doing chit funds. You are doing a very respectable profession. You are economic drivers of growth for India. So we respect that. And that has now been recognized. That has now been recognized that government has, by issuing these guidelines, clearly recognized that you are major players of India's economy, that you significantly contribute to India's economy, that you are adding to India's growth and wealth, and that you are creating jobs. And therefore, getting out with these guidelines were very important. And these guidelines have now been given to different states to realize that you are important players in India's economy, and every state will respect these guidelines because they have been issued by Government of India.
Welcome back to With Us on Reporters Diary. Now, the global CEO of American multi-level marketing company Amway is worried about the spread of the coronavirus across the world. Speaking to Parikshit Luthra, Milind Pant spoke about the virus crisis and Amway's growth blueprint. Take a listen.
It's a tough time, especially for citizens of China and Korea and all the countries that are impacted by coronavirus. We've been very supportive of people in Wuhan and in general of communities as they manage these tough times. China is the biggest market, and Korea is in the top 5 markets for Amway. Interestingly, during this whole crisis, even during the Lunar New Year holiday, the Chinese government made a special dispensation to let the Nutrilite and Amway manufacturing facility to continue to operate. And they did that while everything else was shut because they believed that in the long run, for long-term health and immunity of society, the quality products of Nutrilite are relevant. So we are in a very interesting place. On one hand, the business is getting disrupted and the supply chain is getting disrupted, and our distributors who are entrepreneurs are managing through this tough situation, and we are supporting them. But on the other hand, we are seeing a spike in the demand for specific Nutrilite products that the society believes that the heightened consciousness on health and long-term immunity are important.
Right. 2019 was also a tough year for the global economy. You managed 8.4 billion in global sales. Do you think achieving that target would be difficult this year?
We are focused on the long run. And in the long run, there are clear trends on gig economy, on entrepreneurship, on health and wellness, which we will continue to leverage. In the short run, in 2020, it's still an early read. Supply chain has got disrupted and there are challenges in multiple countries. But at the same time, there's a heightened consciousness of people to immunity and products are neutralized for a long-term prevention.
With the Fed cutting rates, do you think this will be a big relief for the global economy?
Well, the monetary policy is one piece of the jigsaw puzzle, and the Fed, like central bankers in multiple countries, are lending a hand. I'm sure this will help the real economy continue to have the momentum, which is challenged because of the events this year.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Reporter's Diary. Many thanks for watching, but do stay tuned to CNBC TV 18.
Already, sir, setting. Sir, this way, sir.
Parul, come.
Parul.